Hey guys, welcome to another video. This is gonna be my last video of 2023, and I decided I'm going to discuss my top 10 favorite films from 2023. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so for number 10, I've gone with Baton. So like when this film came out, I was so excited because like Shah Rukh Khan hadn't released a film for like 5 years, so it particularly felt like a long time, and like it's weird when like going like just even 1 year without a Shah Rukh Khan film, so like 5 years, it felt like a very long time. So like seeing him back in theaters was like amazing, and yeah, I thought like the story definitely like fit in with like the YRF universe, where like it's basically like a high stakes story, which basically fits in with like what they're going for with their universe and world building. So yeah, I thought it was amazing. I thought like the performances were amazing too, like from Shah Rukh Khan especially, and like Johnny Ibrahim, the Baton, yeah, all of them were amazing. And yeah, even Salman Khan's cameo, oh my gosh, it's probably like one of the best cameos I've seen this year. So yeah, number 10, I've gone with Baton. So for number 9, I've gone with Creed 3. I thought this was another solid entry into the Creed franchise. I thought like all the performances were amazing. Considering this was Michael B. Jordan's directorial debut as a director, I thought he did a fantastic job as a director. And yeah, I'm really excited to see if he directs anything going forward, because I think there's a lot of potential with him as a director. And yeah, I also thought like even Michael B. Jordan's like performance as the villain was amazing. I was felt like there was actually stakes in this film, like there is with the other ones too, but like there was like personal stakes in this film that you really felt while watching. So I thought like he did a really good job. I just wish we could see more of Jonathan Major. So, but yeah, I don't want to get into this discussion. So yeah, number 9, I've gone with Creed 3. So for number 8, I've gone with Air. Again, I thought like this film was like very underrated. I didn't think like a lot of people like were talking about it as much as they should have. I think it's definitely a film that like if you haven't watched it, you should definitely go and check it out. So yeah, it's basically like in a nutshell, like it tells you like the struggles that like Nike went to like to get like Michael Jordan as a client. And yeah, so like my favorite performances from this film was definitely like Matt Damon as Sonny Wackrow, and like Viola Davis as Dolores Jordan. Especially like Matt Damon's character, like Sonny, the lengths that like he went to like prepare like the pitch to the Jordan family, like I think it's commendable. Yeah, so I really appreciated his character, and it definitely highlighted like like how persistent like Sonny must have been in real life. So to like actually convince them. So and I definitely thought like the pitch was amazing, and I definitely thought like Dolores, so like Viola Davis, his character, yeah, she was like amazing as well. I think like she, the way she like pitched, for her son, yeah, it was amazing. Like her performance in the film. So yeah, for number 8, I've gone with Air, and it's definitely a film that like if you haven't watched, you definitely should watch. You'll have a great time. So for number 7, I've gone with The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. So like this was another like film that I was looking really forward to seeing this year, because like I had read the books, and I tend to read. I've like read every single like Hunger Game books that have like been printed and published like at least once or twice. So like yeah, like I'm a huge fan of the Hunger Games series. I watched the films like multiple times. So like yeah, I was very curious to see like the adaptation of this book in real life. So yeah, I just want to say like everyone did a like fantastic job in the film of portraying the characters, especially like my four favorite characters that I particularly liked in the book. So you got Lucy Gray played by Rachel Zegler, Cornelius Snow played by Tom Blyth, and you got like Tigris Snow played by Hunter Schaffer, and you got Janice Plint played by Josh Rivera. So I thought like all these actors played like their characters to a T, exactly like how I imagined these characters would be if they were like brought on to the live action screen. So I just want to like say like a round, I want to say like they all deserve a round of applause for like doing a fantastic job. And yeah, this is definitely like a film I'll probably like watch like more than like 10 times, I would say. So yeah, number 7, I've gone with Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. So for number 6, I've gone with The Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And I just have to say this is probably like one of the most emotional like entries to the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy. Now they were all like emotional, but like I just like for some reason this film just hit like different, especially like the whole Rocket Raccoon backstory. Yeah, I just came out of the film like appreciating like animals in general, and yeah, so I thought like James Gunn like directed this film really well. He like all the emotional moments in the films really like touched me, and now this they were marketing this as like James Gunn's like final like goodbye to the MCU, but like for some reason I don't think this will be the end of James Gunn's like time with Marvel. I do think he will work eventually with Marvel. I know he's like working with DC right now, but I do think he may like work with Marvel, even if it's just like helping like writing a script, but like maybe someone else directs it, but like he may like write a script for them. But I definitely think like this is not the end of James Gunn's time at Marvel. But yeah, I definitely thought like this film was like definitely very emotional. So yeah, I definitely recommend, if you haven't watched it, I don't know what you're doing, but you should definitely check it out. And so yeah, number 6, I've gone with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Number 5, I've gone with Dunki. So funny thing about this is I didn't actually want to make this video until I saw this film, because it was like really high on the list of films I was anticipating this year. So yeah, I just want to say like this video would not be possible had I not watched this film. So yeah, so now that we got that out of the way, yeah, I'm gonna share my thoughts on this film. So yeah, I thought like this film was very like emotionally like high. Like there's so many emotional moments in this film, but like a typical like Rajkumar Hirani film, it had his like comedic moments too. So like it felt like a proper like Rajkumar Hirani film, and I thought like Shah Rukh Khan was like absolutely amazing. And yeah, I thought like learning about like how you know, like people like try to cross the borders to like England or other countries illegally, but like they kind of like do it like because they're not living in like great circumstances at their home, was like very like interesting to learn. And it's definitely something that's it's clearly happening, because like as we know with Rajkumar Hirani, he likes to discuss his films, like about things that are actually like happening in the world. But like he presents it in an interesting way, just like he did in this film. So um other than Shah Rukh Khan, I would say like which Vicky Kaushal had a terrific performance in this film. All I want to say is after I exited the theater hall, I just wanted to run up to Vicky Kaushal and give him a hug. That's all I'm gonna say without spoiling the film for you, for anyone that hasn't watched it. Yeah, so yeah, and I just want to say give a round of applause to the VFX team because like the VFX on this film were amazing. Yeah, this film just goes towards like showing like how high like Red Chili's VFX team like are ahead of like almost any other like VFX studios in India. So yeah, so like a huge shout out to the VFX team. Yeah, so for number 5 I've gone with Dunki. It was a blast, and I hugely recommend anyone that is skeptical about seeing this film to at least see it once. And yeah, I think this film deserves to definitely be seen in at least once. If you can watch it in theaters, great. But if you can't, but make sure to like at least watch it once, because it does deserve to be like watched at least once because it is a good film, I would say. So moving on to number 4, going from one Shah Rukh Khan film to another. So that's right. For number 4, I've gone with Jaan, and yeah, this for me is definitely like the best Indian film that has come out in 2023. Everything about this film was just like great. The action sequences amazing, and like even the VFX again, like Red Chili's is like really outdid themselves this year with the VFX. Like they're hands down like the best VFX team in India, and I wouldn't be surprised if like more directors and actors want to work with Red Chili's just because of the VFX team. Because like especially the opening shot of Jawan is probably like one of the best shots I've seen in Bollywood. It was like amazing, and yeah, seeing Shah Rukh Khan play like double characters again was amazing. I know he's done like a couple of times before, but yeah, it really showcased like the range and talent that he has. So yeah, I definitely think like Utley again was a great like his direction was amazing, and I hope like Utley and Shah Rukh Khan will work like again very soon because I want to see more like films like these in India. Because I thought like the story of this film was great too. So to get the actions and and the story, and then you get the visuals, it was amazing. It's like eating a cake. Loved it. So yeah, I would put like Jawan at number 4. So for number 3, I've gone with Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Now I think this film would have gotten a lot more appreciation had it not come so close to Barbie and Oppenheimer. So I think Tom Cruise really like messed up with with his release strategy. I think like the best place for him to release this film would have been at maybe between Christmas and like Thanksgiving, because I think a lot of people would have like actually gone to see this film because there wouldn't have been actually any serious competition to like in his way. So I think this film didn't get enough attention as much as it actually deserved, because I think like the story in this film was amazing, and obviously like with typical Tom Cruise fashion, the stunts in this film were next level, because Tom Cruise, he likes to always one up himself from one film to another. So yeah, I thought the stunts were definitely like great, and I thought the story, especially the story, because like I remember like reading an article where like Biden like got shit scared about like potentially like the AI like taking over the world. So that's what I'm talking about. Like that's how good the story was. So yeah, I thought like this film definitely deserves to be in the top in my top three. So yeah, I put Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 at number 3. So for number 2, I've gone with Across the Spider-Verse, and yeah, I thought like although this film wasn't like as good as Into the Spider-Verse, I definitely think like it's still a solid entry into the Sony Spider-Verse films. And what I liked about this film was like how they explored like what it means to be Spider-Man, and I thought they did that really well. And yeah, it definitely left me intrigued into what's gonna happen next, especially with like the cliffhanger. And yeah, so like I think this film was like definitely amazing. Like the animations were like fantastic, just like the last film. And I'd be very surprised if this film wasn't in like anyone's like top three. Like it would definitely shock me. But yeah, so I've gone with Across the Spider-Verse at number 2. For number 1, I've gone with Oppenheimer, and it was actually very close between Oppenheimer and Across the Spider-Verse for me at like number 1. But what made me put like Oppenheimer ahead of Across the Spider-Verse was simply the cinematography. I thought like I actually think like this is actually one of like Christopher Nolan's like best work. Especially like there's this one shot like where like Oppenheimer's giving his speech to like to like the people like in the scene like where he's like blah like talking about like like the success of like the hydrogen bomb, and like he's literally seeing like dead people. That scene literally gave me like chills. Like it was like amazing. And that's why I had to put this at number 1, because there were so many moments like that in this film. And yeah, I definitely think Christopher Nolan like hit a like home base with this film. So yeah, number 1, I've gone with Oppenheimer. So yeah, that was my top 10 films for 2023. Make sure to let me know what were your top 10 favorite films for 2023 down below in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you in 2024. Let's hope for a great year.